When exploring the life of Marilyn Monroe, one uncovers layers that go beyond her glamorous image. Her birth name, Norma Jean Mortensen, reflects a complicated beginning, marked by instability, and a series of foster homes. This tumultuous childhood shaped her into the woman who would later captivate the world. The transformation from Norma Jean to Marilyn Monroe was not just a change of name. It was a reinvention fueled by her desire for acceptance and love. The choice of her stage name was influenced by a combination of her mother's maiden name and a nod to the popular actress Marilyn Miller. Moreover, her relationships were often fraught with challenges. Monroe's marriages to Joe DiMaggio and Arthur Miller were both passionate yet troubled, revealing her struggles with intimacy and trust. Behind the scenes, she battled mental health issues, including anxiety and depression, which were exacerbated by the pressures of fame. Despite her public persona as a carefree sex symbol, she often felt isolated and misunderstood. Additionally, Monroe's dedication to her craft was evident in her pursuit of acting lessons and her desire to be taken seriously as an artist. She worked tirelessly to break free from the typecasting that often accompanied her looks. This drive led her to take on more complex roles, showcasing her talent beyond the superficial allure. As we peel back the layers of her life, we find a woman who was not just a star, but a complex individual navigating the harsh realities of fame and personal turmoil. The secrets of her life reveal a deeper understanding of the woman behind the iconic image, illustrating that even the brightest stars have shadows. Born on June 1, 1926, Marilyn Monroe emerged as a prominent figure in American cinema, known for her captivating performances and her ability to embody the comedic blonde bombshell archetype. Her early life was marked by significant challenges that shaped her into the iconic star she would later become. Raised in Los Angeles, Monroe faced a tumultuous childhood that led her to spend much of her formative years in foster homes and an orphanage. The instability of her early environment left a lasting impact on her personality and career. Despite these hardships, she developed a passion for the arts, which would eventually guide her toward a successful career in acting and singing. Monroe's journey from a troubled youth to a celebrated actress is a testament to her resilience and talent. Her ability to connect with audiences through her performances made her a beloved figure in Hollywood, and her legacy continues to influence the entertainment industry today. Her real name is Norma Jean Mortensen, a name that carries a story of complexity and resilience. She was baptized as Norma Jean Baker after her foster father, John Newton Baker. This connection to her foster family was significant, as her early life was marked by instability. Monroe's mother, Gladys, faced her own struggles and ultimately divorced Newton Baker. This divorce led to a dramatic turn in their lives when he kidnapped their children and moved to Kentucky, creating a rift that would affect Monroe deeply. Growing up, she lived in various foster homes, which contributed to her feelings of abandonment and longing for family. It wasn't until she was 12 years old that Monroe discovered she had a sister, a revelation that added another layer to her understanding of family and belonging. This knowledge came as a surprise, highlighting the fragmented nature of her childhood and the challenges she faced in forming connections. The early years of her life were filled with uncertainty, shaping the woman who would later become an iconic figure in Hollywood. Gladys, Marilyn Monroe's mother, remarried Martin Edward Mortensen, but the identity of Monroe's biological father remains a mystery. This uncertainty about her parentage shaped much of her early life. Growing up, Monroe often used the surname Baker, which was her mother's maiden name. This name became a part of her identity during her formative years. As she ventured into the world of modeling, she adopted different names to navigate the industry. She modeled under the names Jean Norman and Mona Monroe, which allowed her to explore various opportunities in the competitive field of fashion and photography. These names were stepping stones in her career, helping her gain experience and exposure. In 1956, she made a significant decision to legally change her name to Marilyn Monroe, a name that would become iconic in Hollywood and beyond. This change marked a new chapter in her life, solidifying her status as a major star and a cultural symbol. The journey from her unknown beginnings to becoming a household name reflects her resilience and determination in the face of personal challenges. At a young age, Marilyn Monroe found herself in a difficult situation. To avoid returning to an orphanage, she entered into her first marriage, which was arranged more out of necessity than love. At just 16 years old, she married James Dougherty. This union was not built on passion, and as time went on, Monroe felt increasingly bored. The marriage did not last, and they eventually divorced, allowing her to pursue her dreams in Hollywood. In 1953, Monroe's career took a significant turn. She starred in 3 major films that year, which catapulted her to fame and established her as a leading sex symbol of the era. Her performances captivated audiences, and she quickly became one of Hollywood's most bankable stars. Monroe's image as a glamorous and alluring figure resonated with the public, solidifying her status in the entertainment industry. Her journey from a troubled youth to a celebrated actress is a testament to her resilience and talent, marking her as an iconic figure in film history. Her film Gentlemen Prefer Blondes in 1953 played a significant role in shaping Marilyn Monroe's screen persona as the quintessential dumb blonde. This portrayal became iconic, often overshadowing her true talent as an actress. Despite her success and popularity, Monroe struggled with her image. She felt uncomfortable in front of the camera, which was a stark contrast to the confident characters she often played. This discomfort was compounded by her frequent forgetfulness regarding technical details during filming. She would sometimes forget her lines or the specific blocking required for a scene, leading to frustration for both herself and the crew. Monroe's challenges were not just limited to her on-screen persona, they also reflected her internal battles with self-esteem and the pressures of Hollywood. Her ability to convey vulnerability and charm on screen often masked the insecurities she faced in her personal life. This complexity made her a fascinating figure in cinema history as she navigated the demands of fame while grappling with her own identity. In 1956, Marilyn Monroe married playwright Arthur Miller, a union that marked a significant moment in her life. To marry Miller, she converted to Judaism, a decision that had far-reaching consequences. This conversion led to Egypt banning her films, reflecting the complex interplay between her personal choices and her public image. Monroe's marriage to Miller was filled with both passion and challenges as they navigated the pressures of fame and the expectations of their respective careers. Before her marriage to Miller, Monroe was married to baseball legend Joe DiMaggio. Their relationship was intense but short-lived, ending due to various conflicts. One of the notable points of contention was Monroe's iconic scene in The 7-Year Itch, where her skirt famously blew up, capturing the attention of the world. DiMaggio struggled with the public nature of Monroe's career and the attention it brought, leading to tensions that ultimately contributed to their separation. Both marriages reflect the complexities of Monroe's life, showcasing her desire for love and stability amid the chaos of her celebrity status. Monroe had a deep passion for reading, which was evident in her impressive collection of over 400 books. She often spent her free time visiting bookstores, searching for new titles to add to her library. This love for literature was a significant part of her life, reflecting her desire for knowledge and escape from the pressures of fame. Monroe's intellectual curiosity extended beyond the pages of her books, as she sought to understand the world around her through literature. In addition to her literary interests, Monroe is also remembered for her iconic dresses, which have become symbols of her legacy. Many of these dresses are now worth millions, showcasing the lasting impact of her style. One of the most famous pieces is the stunning dress she wore while singing "Happy Birthday, Mr. President" to John F. Kennedy. This particular dress was sold for an astonishing $4.8 million, highlighting not only its historical significance, but also the enduring fascination with Monroe's fashion choices. Her ability to captivate audiences both through her performances and her unique sense of style continues to resonate today. Monroe's estate has seen remarkable financial success since her passing, earning around $30 million a year. This is a stark contrast to her estimated net worth of $20 million at the time of her death. The continued interest in her life and legacy has turned her estate into a lucrative business, showcasing the enduring appeal of her image and films. This financial success highlights how Monroe's influence has grown over the years, making her one of the most iconic figures in Hollywood history. In addition to the financial aspects, there is a touching story about her relationship with Joe DiMaggio. DiMaggio, who was married to Monroe for a brief period, made a promise to her that he would always honor her memory. He kept this promise by having flowers delivered to her grave 3 times a week for 20 years after her death. This act of devotion reflects the deep feelings he had for her, even long after their marriage ended. The combination of Monroe's estate earnings and DiMaggio's promise illustrates the lasting impact she had on those around her and the world at large. Monroe faced significant health challenges throughout her life, particularly due to endometriosis. This condition caused her severe pain and led to infertility, which deeply affected her emotionally and physically. Despite her glamorous public persona, she struggled with these hidden battles, often feeling isolated and misunderstood. On August 5, 1962, her life came to a tragic end when she was found dead in her home. The official ruling stated that her death was a probable suicide resulting from acute barbiturate poisoning. However, this conclusion has been the subject of much debate and speculation. Various conspiracy theories emerged, suggesting that she may have been murdered. These theories often point to her connections with powerful figures and the circumstances surrounding her death, leading many to question the true nature of her passing. The combination of her health issues and the mystery of her death continues to captivate and intrigue people, leaving a lasting impact on her legacy. Warren Beatty was one of the last people to see Marilyn Monroe alive, spending a memorable evening with her shortly before her tragic death. This encounter has often been discussed, shedding light on Monroe's true character. Contrary to the common perception of her as a mere airhead, Beatty revealed that Monroe was thoughtful, sensitive, and intelligent. She had a depth that many overlooked, and her conversations reflected a keen awareness of the world around her. Monroe was not just a glamorous figure, she was a complex woman who grappled with her own insecurities and the pressures of fame. Her ability to connect with others on a deeper level made her one of history's most influential women. Beatty's account serves as a reminder that behind the iconic image of Marilyn Monroe lay a person of great substance and emotional depth, challenging the stereotypes that have persisted over the years. This legacy continues to inspire discussions about her life and the impact she had on Hollywood